A baseball glove production. One thing I got, 4 actually, blank Wilcox Gay records, but I don't have a machine to record on them. A CNC, I'll be experimenting on it. This radio cassette recorder probably will be shown in a different video. And now, with the bug buzzing in the background, here's the main setup that I'll be showing in this video. I got a Soundesign stereo with 8-track player. You know, Soundesign, those are the controls in great condition, very clean, works great. Although the FM radio doesn't get the best reception as some of the other things do, but it's still okay. And really high-end Technics cassette deck. Stereo cassette deck RS-B-50, 2 motors, amorphous head. It even has DBX noise reduction. It has Dolby B, Dolby C, and DBX. I'll be making a presentation of that. Cassette deck, the Soundesign stereo also has its original speakers. Now, Soundesign had a very, very infamous way of doing things. Many Soundesign speakers would have just a 5-inch speaker inside a big cabinet, and maybe sometimes a 6.5-inch, but a lot of times it just be El Cheapo. But these are a lot better. They actually put more sense when they made these ones, and they actually put an 8-inch woofer in them, and I think a 2-inch tweeter, which is of course mounted onto the horn on the inside on these speakers. Look nice too. And the 8-track's head is very, very clean. Here's 8-track. For some reason it won't switch from program 4. It's stuck on there. If you listen to how it does it, it makes a weird motor sound. I don't know exactly what's causing that problem. Wait, maybe it's a loose belt. But it's stuck on program 4 for right now.
Anybody here wanna live forever? Say I do. Anybody here wanna walk and go the streets?
It is pretty good audio quality.
Anybody here sick and tired of living like you do?
A little loudness.
Anybody here wanna hold with love forever? Say I do.
So I'll have to work on the 8-track sometime later, of course. Cassette adapter. Very trebly. Not much space to the cassette adapter on this one. See, it stops turning when it does that. I think the belt is just loose. My guess is that it needs a lot of torque to turn the mechanism that does the programs, and that the belt is too loose, that the motor is rubbing against the belt but doesn't have enough traction to turn the mechanism. I think that's probably what it is. Quick radio demonstration. So it doesn't get the very good reception there.
He bobbled the ball, stayed with it. Got a good arm at third base and made the...
Thrillicious
and the American Society of Print
Mono AM.
First, we must be justified, and then we are safe forever.
It's the Light Jennings and ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Amy Lawrence, the St. Louis
Little Rock's sports station. 1380 ESPN. KDXE North Little Rock.
record in the American League, the Tampa Bay Rays.
I want to turn the volume all the way down and just listen to the quietness of this cassette tape. Listen. Wait till that car goes by. Okay. There's another word for that. The word is quality.
For number crunchers to declare an official recession, folks are looking at their own real-life indicators of falling income and rising prices. This is Jim Hightower saying, meanwhile, George is not lifting a finger to help America's hard-hit families. What a shame that those families aren't oil corporations or Wall Street banks.
Using Dolby B C, I recorded this, sorry, off the radio. But the cassette came out with amazing quality.
Publishers of Hightower's new book titled Swim Against the Current. Even a dead fish can go with the flow. Now available wherever books are sold.
American music. It's hard to imagine it without the influence of Latin, African, and other cultures.
I'm going to be reading to you things.
Yo. George W.'s mouth just can't seem to say the R word. He begins, but the word recession simply will not escape his lips. One wonders if it's even in his vocabulary. As the workaday majority of Americans continue to be squeezed by stagnant wages and relentlessly rising prices for everything from gasoline to milk, Bush finds soft euphemisms to describe the economic pain folks are experiencing. Period of uncertainty, he calls it. A slowdown is another of his genteel phrases for the smackdown of the middle class under his rule. Also, employing one of his favorite big words, the economist-in-chief has admitted that the economy is not as robust as people would like. This is the guy who said he was surprised to learn last month that gasoline is headed to $4 a gallon. And even as wages are not keeping up with inflation, as unemployment rises, as more and more Americans are reduced to part-time employment, President Clueless has trotted out his PR flack, Tony Fratto, to deny that the R word can be a full health care coverage paid for by us taxpayers and has a government chauffeur taking care of his commute to the office, so Americans are not waiting breathlessly for number crunchers to declare an official recession. Folks are looking at their own real-life indicators of falling income and rising prices. This is Jim Hightower saying, meanwhile, George is not lifting a finger to help America's hard-hit families. What a shame that those families aren't oil corporations or Wall Street banks. Then Bush would be rushing to the rescue quicker than Carrie Nation. Today's commentary is underwritten by Wiley & Sons, publishers of Hightower's new book titled Swim Against the Current. Even a dead fish can go with the flow. Now available wherever books are sold.
Nice set. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope I can get that 8-track deck working properly. The 8-track program problem, I slipped my hand up on there where the flat wheel was, held the program button and worked with my hand, and I got it to where it's doing a lot better. Now I can actually switch it. Now it's on 1. Let's see if it goes through a splice. Ah, it worked. That's a lot better. Whew, my goodness. I went to the splice and it switched. Oh, it's one of those things where the song goes out, switches, and then comes back in.
When you know a pretty story, you don't let it go unsaid. You tell it so
Good, it switched right back to one. Still has some trouble sometimes. It's doing pretty good now. Good. Get the 8-track working, now it works fully. Hope you enjoyed this presentation.